The same. Are you recording this right now?
Yes, this is important.
Oh, that's the question.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the question?
Like you know what I'm saying, like everybody doing this, it looks easy. So what?
No, it's not easy at all. Like I just said, you know, we wake up 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning and do it till 11 or 12 at night. You know, you gotta love it. You have to love your dogs. You gotta love what you do. Like I seen a video on TikTok, and this is everybody out there that watches TikTok.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design.
All that innocent, all that day raw. Voila!
Good guy.
Was that so hard? It's October. Awesome.
You're not going outside, right?
Yeah, they're big, bro. They're huge, man.
I don't like kenneling my dogs if I don't have to.
Okay.
So I want them out here as much as possible.
Well, you got chickens too, look.
Yeah, I'm about to get rid of a couple roosters. Hey! If you want the roosters, let me know.
Alright.
Come on, knock it off.
This is dope, bro.
So
This is
what I put my energy into is just making. I want a habitat.
okay.
A zoo habitat. I want them to enjoy it. Like I'm out here watering right now.
He's huge, man.
That's Colin. I like him. My wife likes him.
Okay.
But just water. Water is the main thing for them out here. That's all we really need. What's up, Connie boy?
See, it's not just me. My mistress do this too, and I put the what's that thing called to break the water down, and that doesn't work too.
Well, I seen you post that you use PVC. How'd you do that?
I just went to Lowe's, man, and like they have a what's it called, a PVC mister, like parts, and then you just glue in the parts. And you know what? I had the same exact thing, bro.
They're cheap though. Like
Yeah.
$30 on Amazon.
Yeah, and what I would do, I would boil them sometimes, take them off. You know how it comes off, and then boil them and do all that.
That works.
Yeah, but for a little bit, and that's because the water is so hard. You know
It's almost impossible. But
Yeah.
So like one thing I like is these gates, like because the guy wanted to put those one cheap latch.
Yeah.
These are good. Dude, that's it right there. I mean, you know these dogs. She's kind of a bitch, you know. So.
Man, that's a female?
That is, yeah. These are all female.
Oh, okay. Man, you got dogs. These are no joke.
You don't live that far from me.
No, down the street. But the difference is yours has a lot of rocks. You know what I mean? When I was going, I thought my car had a flat, but I was just like,
You got a flat one here?
no, I thought I did. But it's just that I'm driving a Honda. Before I moved down here, I crashed my truck, bro.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and since that, it went back. They went up 95%. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not buying, like, my old truck that I crashed. I got it for 22, was it? Now it's 40 something. That's what I'm saying, bro. And you know, and this is dope. You spent money on your stuff, huh?
So the perimeter was already here. So a lot of the reason I came here was because the whole property was fenced.
Already fenced?
Because the guy that owned it before was an old ironworker. So him and his son did all the fencing. What I did was we put in all this stuff, all the kennels.
Okay.
And that ran about 12 grand. But I mean, it came from Lawyer in the Streets. They paid for it, you know.
Oh, okay.
But actually, just working next week, I'm finally able to put a 400 amp panel on my house, and then I'm gonna run 200 amp to that panel, and I'll have full power back.
Do you ever breed these dogs?
I got like 6 years going up.
Okay.
I've bred all year.
Bro, I haven't bred in a year and a half. This Rottweiler litter I just had was my first litter. You know what I mean?
All natural, right?
Yeah.
Buddies?
Yeah.
Joker.
He's chilling. He's chilling.
I'm gonna try to probably leave him out here all summer. We'll see.
Okay.
You guys have the toad problem?
I haven't never, so I'm gonna leave that.
Toads?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
You guys,
Amanda's always eating them.
What? No, she would die. She doesn't understand what.
No,
same thing here. As soon as time's up, I'm gonna let them all free roam.
Okay.
Because they kill bugs, they kill frogs, they kill snakes.
Oh,
Dude,
okay.
it's like-
Did they ever have eggs and?
Yeah, but I got 2 males and a female. And I think my males are pissed. I need to get another female.
Okay, and then how much would you sell them if you?
Yeah,
Don't?
dude,
Okay.
it's not about. Oh
I
shoot.
love peacocks.
Yeah, so my male, he's my piebald. He lost a lot of his feathers, but I think he's just molting.
Oh, okay. Cause it stopped me. The GPS stopped me right there. I'm like, and then some old guy came out. I'm like, this doesn't look like it. Cause on his social medias, that doesn't look like that.
But
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
these guys kill frogs and snakes. They kill
Okay.
bugs. It's like,
You're not scared that they'll leave?
it's- well, the girl tried to leave when we first brought her home. Caught her, but they've been here for so long. It's that whole like getting them used to being here.
Okay. Okay.
And that's why probably in like a couple weeks I'll probably let them loose.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just gonna run mini splits, but
How much was it to get this building?
this I think was 20.
Okay.
Which is like, it's just, we're hitting a shitty part because everything's so expensive right now.
Yeah,
Every
and
building material is expensive.
it's because in Arizona, I guess it's the new California. They say that.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run 2 more of these. So that'll be about right here. Push them all the way to the back. Probably do FRP on these and then cut dog houses and runs. And this will be, I was trying to see if these would work because it's just been so hot.
Yeah.
Those won't work. But like I ran power from my house, but it's really like, it's not enough, you know? I just hot wire.
And how much is the bill so far? Is it heavy?
My bill?
Yeah. Because of this? Adding
This isn't even alcohol. My bill's like 500.
So
Cool.
we're not crazy, man. See, we're not crazy. This is dope, man. You make me feel like I'm nothing.
Dude, no, this is everything's a work in progress. Everything's a work.
Nah, it's just cause all like when I got into breeding, I'm 34, and like dogs were always outside, and now the new thing is like if you don't have a building, you know what I mean? Everybody's just like you're a bad breeder. So
Dude, what I like, this is what I was talking to my wife. It's like, okay, our dogs are outside. People look down on that.
Yeah.
At the same time, like, I think it shows strong genetics.
see,
You know, if your dog's got heart problems, they're not gonna survive. And it's not like I want to lose a dog, like by no means. But there's like everybody watches these videos about entrepreneurship, start your own business, this, that, and that thing. It's not that. If you, what does it say? If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. It's actually backwards. If you do what you love, you work every single day from sun up to sundown. Truly, that's what it is. It's
how long you been having dogs first? How long you been having dogs?
2003.
How did it start?
Game dogs.
Okay.
You know, old dogs. Chinamen.
Okay, do you like game dogs more or do you like bullies more?
I think it's a good mixture. I like the look and the size of the XLs, the bullies, but the functionality of the game dog.
Okay. And then what's this? How long did it take you to establish your store?
It's been there for 10, 15 years. You know, I think just traveling across the country is the biggest thing. You know, that's what we've really marketed the last few years is just traveling. Summertime, I travel less because there's more work to do at home.
So how do you balance, like I see you go to dog shows and you do this and come home and take care of your dogs?
My wife does a lot of work.
Do you have kennel partners or is it just your family?
Just me and my wife.
Do you ever want to quit? Like, do you ever feel like, not just the dogs, with everything you do, let's first start with the dogs. Do you ever feel like You know, because when I started, I won't lie, I used to do unpapered dogs, and then I got into this. And then if you watch now, we talked about TikTok and all that. People advertise this. It's a quick, get-rich-quick scheme.
Hell no.
So
Not if you do it right.
if you don't understand it, did you ever feel like, you know, this not might be it?
I think one of the hardest parts is keeping dogs you don't need, you know, because that's what I see a lot of people, you know, I talk to a lot of people every day. A lot of people, I mean, as far as quitting goes, there's good and bad days and everything. There's peaks and valleys. There's, as a breeder and everything like that, if you've never lost a dog, you know, a puppy or anything like that, that shit sucks. If you have a heart, you know, you can be heartless and do this all day easy and just not put anything back into your dogs, and you can live a great life, you know. But if you have a heart and you do it right, there's good and bad days.
So what you just said about keeping the dog you don't need, so how did you learn to separate that? Because
Go on.
you know what I'm saying? Because like even I got kids, and I've lost dogs to whatever reason, and like they get mad, or if I have puppies and then I have to sell them, they'll be like, why are we selling them? You know what I'm saying? How do you?
So yeah, okay, my daughter wants a rabbit, right?
Yeah.
My daughter wants a rabbit. So we just got cats about a month ago because she wants cats. So I'm like, okay, you want a rabbit? She says yes. I'm like, okay, you're coming out with me today to take care of your cats because I do it every day. So she came out yesterday. It was, how much was it? 1:15 yesterday.
Yeah.
And she's been out here for about 10 minutes. She's like, I want to go back inside. I'm like, no, you're helping me. And just putting it into perspective, like you want more rabbits, but you don't want to be out here. You know, you got to find that balance. And she understands. I told her yesterday, I'm like, get rid of your roosters. She goes, no, I don't want to. And so I showed her that the thing tried to attack me. She told me to kill it. You know, it's like, I think showing him the real world is the most important.
Okay. So back to the,
I don't know if that sounds good or not. but
nah,
it's
listen,
truth.
this, I just want honesty. So there is no get rich quick rich scheme, right?
Not in my eyes.
Okay.
You know, there's probably ways to do it, but it's not the right way.
So what then do you think should be the end goal for a lot of breeders who are doing it?
Passion. Do it. You gotta approach anything with the like every dog I have is a tool, quote unquote, a tool to produce a dog I want in the future. Violence is a perfect example. Her dad's been dead for about 20 years. I spent a lot of money on her. She's not exactly what I want, but she's got the attributes and the blood that I want. I just want to make it a little bit better, a little bit more bullier.
Okay.
She comes from ICK Sailfish, who, if you don't know, he was half Crescent Canarian.
Okay.
So she's heavy Crescent, which is great. I love the dog, but this is back when bullies were first started being mixed. So I'm gonna throw her with Camo next month. And Camo leans, he's 140 pound, you know, big dog, so he should bully her up.
Okay.
But just having an end game as far as what you want. You know, I love Joker. Joker's 80, 90 pounds. Beautiful structure, but he's smaller. But he's still a good tool to use.
And then what's this? Have you gotten to that point where what you're doing takes care of itself without the store, meaning just the dogs? Or because in my YouTube, a lot of people, like I said, when I just moved here, I didn't breed. People are like, you always spend money from your pocket. And I'm like, well, I haven't gotten to that point yet of where, you know, I sell the dogs and then it takes care of itself. Have you gotten to that point?
Like financially?
Yeah.
It depends. Lawyer is a freaking schmuck, and he had a toy a couple years ago, and that was $9,000 surgery. You know, so it depends on what it's for. You know, like the fences, Streets and Lawyer paid for those. Lawyer and Vita paid for this building. You know, if you put your money in the right places, you're still gonna spend money. You know,
Okay.
Stuff happens. You know, dog gets bit by a rattlesnake, or you know, who knows? Who knows? Something
Okay.
will pop up.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Now with the store, you said you've had it for 15 years?
It's been open for 15 years. We purchased the store back in 2019.
Who came up with that? Was it just you?
The store?
Yeah.
His name was, it's a woman, I don't remember her name. Fernando was the old owner of the store, and he was just getting older. He was spending a lot of time in Mexico, and he kind of wanted out. And I love dogs, and We were doing dog shows at the time, and it became available. Me and my wife have really strong business sense, so it was pretty easy transition.
Okay. And then what's it called? Now you got more stores, right?
Correct.
How many do you have in total?
5.
So, like, do you have like every 2 years I want to do this, or every 3 years I want to do this, or it's just when we get there, we get there? Like,
When we
well,
get there, we get there.
okay.
I always the biggest thing I always say is we'll figure it out. I think that's just life in general. Like you'll never any plan you can come up with is not gonna go correctly. So you just gotta maneuver.
And then employees, like, how do you trust people?
Trust is hard, especially in the dog game. Trust is very difficult. I think I would say values, finding values in the right people. Growing up, I've always had a couple people that I can think of right off the top of my head that were there for me to teach me things, and that's how we should be as an employer.
Okay. And then talking about that with everything, because like I said, when me and my wife started doing the medical thing and being successful, we wanted to go on trips, but we don't get to go on trips because of the dogs and everything. Do you have somebody you trust that you could go somewhere and be like, watch the dogs?
No. My wife and my daughter are going to a hotel this weekend before school starts, and just them going. I'm gonna stay home with the dogs. I don't remember. Actually, Cinco, the XL show Cinco, my wife and I went, but it was May. It wasn't hot. That doesn't happen a lot, but you just gotta have a strong relationship.
And so where's the balance? How do you find balance? Like saying, okay, I got money for a trip, but I can't go. Like, so how do you, and then let's say, because my kids are into it, but not really. They're just like, like, I don't want to wake up and do this. You know what I'm saying? So like what I say, like, because I'm the parent right now, like I force it, you know what I mean? Even she wants to go sometimes, and I'm like, there's no one I can leave out here with this stuff. So like, how do you find the balance of balancing all that?
Having the right people. Like my wife I met my wife because I was living in the house, and I knew her parents for a long time before I knew my wife. And she was out hanging out by the river, and I let my dogs out, and my dogs ran up to her. So like ever since we met, it's been dogs from day one.
She paid for my first bully.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't think on any of our pages we're very personal.
Okay.
Like we're not personal people like that. But it's like, dude, having the right person on the team, like that's everything. My daughter, you don't see her out here, do you? She's in there hanging out in the AC. But that's, she can do what she wants to. I want her to grow up with her life. But me and Amy, for sure, it's a team effort.
So, do you have a son or anything?
Just daughter.
Is she gonna carry on what you're doing, or is it more like, if it happens, it happens?
We'll
if
see.
it doesn't?
I went and watched that movie Elements. You see that? It's
Yeah.
in the movie, the daughter has a problem taking over dad's store.
Yeah.
So we were watching it. I had my 2 nieces and my daughter, and I looked over in the movie and I said, y'all still work at the Pitbull store. That's what I told her. So we'll see. Whatever drives them. This is my passion. I hope it's hers. She likes cats, man. I don't think she's gonna like dogs. She tolerates them. But.
You know what's crazy? My son is in love with dogs, but he hates the work.
Yeah.
And every dog you see, like, it doesn't matter what it is, a German Shepherd, a Rottweiler, Malamute, he's like, let's get it. And I'm like, but you're going to go out there, pick up at the poop when he gets sick. You know what I'm saying? We have to spend the money. We can't go on trips, this and that. And then he goes, you know what I'm saying? And then even with, like I said, with puppies, I want to sell them. And then he gets mad. But then I'm like, you can't have passion for something and not want to work for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When we first move out there, because in the old house, I would go outside and pick up because it was just a small yard. And that's when we had like 3 dogs. And now we have a lot of dogs in the kennel. So every morning, like, we got to go pick up the poop. We got to go check the water. We got to go everything. And then he's like, again? I'm like, bro, this is every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just you, your wife, and your daughter?
Yeah, so like today, a typical day, what time is it? It's noon. I've been out here since probably 9:30. I'll be out here probably till about 1 or 2. Go take a break, come back out, make sure, because it's hot, make sure that they're all wet and cool. And then I'll come back around 6:30 when the sun's starting to taper down. and hang out here until about 10.
So you don't have to go to your stores and like be there all day?
My wife's there right now. So we work
Okay.
every day somebody's at the store.
Okay.
It's a lot, but we like it.
So if they want to get a hold of you, where do you want them to go?
I'm bad at my cell phone, so probably reaching out to my wife is the best way to get a hold of me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad.
Hey, look, hold on. There's some stuff right here.
Oh, this.
This worked out perfectly.
No, yeah, it did. It did.
This worked out perfectly.
It's a ton of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's just it's passion.
It's hot. I wish we lived like in another state a little up north. It'd be perfect.
Like somebody asked, Katie from The Incredibles asked the other day on a post, like, if you show dogs, why? If you don't, why? Like, I don't really care about showing dogs. I just don't. Amy likes to show dogs.
Just the white version.
See, Tech's gonna be on the video too. I just like to play with my dogs. I just want to be around them, fucking throw the ball, let them chase the chicken, let them chase. Like it's a dog,
Yeah.
I got inside dogs that Vita's the laziest dog in the world. She couldn't hang out here. The Joker couldn't hang in there either. So
Okay.
it's dog. Let the dog be a dog. There's too many people that don't let the dog be a dog.
Just like what I told you about that breeder.
Yeah.
Gotta just let dogs be dogs. To bring this one back, one last question. So, right now, I see a lot of people quitting the game. You said you've been doing this a long time, right?
Yeah.
So, is this something new, or this always happens where the game? I think, like I always tell my subscribers, because of COVID,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like things. People were like, oh, I could sell this dog 20,000, 15,000, all this. And now things are going back down. And I see a lot of people, they'll make up any excuse. Oh, I can't keep the dog anymore, whatever. But I see when I talk to them personally, they're like, they're not just selling like they used to.
Yeah. It depends, I have like a wait list for breedings. I haven't had a litter since November of last year. But I do have a lot of people that are reaching out. But I think the economy is down. People do quit. People do quit because they don't. It's not just dog breeding, man. It's like I'm gonna breed Violence and Camel. I've had Camel for 5 or 6 years. Violence 2 years, and she hasn't done anything for me except for be a joy to have around. It's kind of a bitch. So they don't know how much of a joy that is. But people quit because it's not easy. What we do is not easy. It's like you go through, it's cleaning up dog shit. That's not really that fun. Like, this is everyday attire, a lot of people got dogs during COVID in the stores with a lot of accidents. So a lot of people bought dogs. And I know that some people are hanging on to dogs right now because they can't sell them. I think I just seen a post that Arizona breeders giving their puppies away, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
think just be who you are and do what you do, and people will come. Have a website.
I do.
Do you?
I just have to buy, because this girl from MEC Bullies did it for me. I just have to buy the thing where I put it in my name. Right now it's like as a weird name, but I'm not rushing it.
So what I've learned is I don't get the typical traffic. I don't get the typical breeder. Like, I've sold maybe 5 dogs to breeders. Majority of my dogs go to families.
See, I'm not crazy. That's my new slogan. Like saying, not my new slogan, but like 3 years ago, I realized that I said, my dogs go to families.
Yeah.
Like,
if I could sell a dog for $8,000 to a breeder or $4,000 for a pet home, I'll go pet home all day.
yeah, because I tell people, like, because some of my dogs, they're not like the biggest or because breeders go for that Hulk look, like that big dog, and I'm like, but regular people, like for example, I used to clip all my dog's ears, and then this one lady, when I didn't do one and I sold it, she's like, if you clip the ears, I would never buy them. So that was a learning process, that everybody's different.
Yeah. So what I do is I'll crop all the ears, unless somebody already has a deposit on the dog and they request it not. I have a dog back there. She's 14 months old. She's available. She has ears because they requested for ears. So actually, I might just crop all of them regardless. The guy I got Violence from, it's a requirement. The dog's ears must be cropped because that's his line. And I mean, do what you want as a breeder, but I don't like ears, and here's why. I just learned this from a vet a couple weeks ago. Name one dog in the wild that has floppy ears. There's
True.
It's nature. Humans fuck it up, of course, as we always do. But there's no dogs in nature that have floppy ears. It's healthy.
Facts.
Halala, halala sanbongela, halala, halala sanbongela we.